Have you ever heard people say sight words or high frequency words are words that cannot be decoded? Well, this is not true. Majority of high frequency words can be decoded with the exception of few. You may also have heard people use the term high frequency word and sight words interchangeably. High frequency words and sight words are not the same thing. High frequency words are words that appear on a text frequently. Sight words, on the other hand, are words that you can recognize automatically by sight without decoding. For example, when you and I are reading books and magazines and articles, we don't decode words, we just read them because all those words are in our sight word bank. But if you're anything like me and you want to read the back of your medicine bottle, chances are those terms are not in your sight words. Therefore, you are going to need your phonics knowledge to decode those words in order to read them. There are three kinds of high frequency words. There is the regularly spelled high frequency words. There are the temporarily irregularly spelled high frequency words. And then there's the permanently irregularly spelled high frequency word. When a high frequency word is identified as a regularly spelled high frequency word, what they're saying is the grapheme, the letter, and the phoneme, the sound, match. So for instance, the word him would be regularly spelled high frequency word. Because if I want to write the word him, I hear the letter H, I hear the letter I, and I hear the letter M. When a high frequency word is identified as temporarily irregularly spelled, think of the word give. If I want to spell the word give, I hear the G, I hear the I, and I hear the V. So if I want to match the grapheme, the letter, to the phoneme, the sound, I would write G-I-V. However, that is not how you spell the word give. There's a silent E. Eventually, and this is why it's called temporarily, eventually I'm going to learn the rule of silent E. And when I learn that rule, the word give is going to change into a regular high frequency word because now I know the rule of silent E. And then the permanently irregularly spelled high frequency words, think of vowel teams where the first letter doesn't always does the talking, or silent letters or ed endings that have different sounds. So those are the ones that don't follow the grapheme phoneme relationship, and there isn't a set rule that can be learned. At the beginning of every year, we assess how many high frequency words are stored as a sight word. It's always amazing to see how many students can read the word little, but not was. And there's two reasons why little is easier to read than was. The first reason is because the word little is regularly spelled high frequency word. The word was is not. It's temporarily regularly spelled. That means that child needs to know that the S actually makes a Z sound. And the second reason is because the word little, they're able to activate meaning for the word little, but they're not able to activate meaning for the word was. Because words like was, had, am, with, they require a sentence context in order to activate meaning. However, many times high frequency words are taught in isolation using flashcards. And when they're taught in isolation, students see those words as nonsense words. However, when they're used in a sentence, meaning is activated. Therefore, the phoneme and the grapheme are mapped with meaning, and it becomes easier to store that high frequency word in a long-term memory so that when the students see that word, they can read them automatically.